this. Do we have surprise today? Ashmita, we'll have to wait for the end of the masterclass to check if we have any surprise today or not. Okay, it's 6:30 and I think it's time that we start our most awaited masterclass. So welcome everyone to our English masterclass today. And today we have Lalita Manjunath ma'am with us, who is an engineer and an MBA postgraduate and has 25 years of experience in the field of academic training, with more than 7 years of experience in training students for SAT, for IELTS, JRE, and GMAT. She has trained thousands, if not hundreds, of Indian and international students in study abroad test preparation and has conducted corporate training in written and spoken communication skills for several of the esteemed MNCs and private organizations. She has also designed books, she's designed content for these trainings and was awarded appreciation for excellence in corporate training. She's also been rated 5-star tutor at Urban Pro. And today she is here to give you a glimpse of everything that she can teach you and everything that is required for you to achieve your dream score. So with that, I welcome you, ma'am, and have an amazing evening with us, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm back. Okay, so how are you all? Nice to see some familiar faces and some new faces. Can you all see me and hear me? Yes? Yeah, great. So how are you finding these master classes? The regulars would like some feedback. How are you finding our master classes? Are they useful? Thank you, Kushi Lakshmi. Yeah. Are you finding our master classes useful for your SAT preparation? Yeah, okay, great. So because the primary purpose, as someone asked me, what do you do in these master classes? The primary purpose of our master classes is to give you a sample of what we do in our classes and in some way give you some free help, some tips, strategies, and content which will help you on your SAT journey, right? So there could be, if there are people who have been attending our master classes, it's definitely possible that they will see some topics being repeated, some questions being repeated. So I have a fervent request to those regular attendees, keep away from discussing anything general or unconnected with the topic being discussed during the masterclass. Okay, that's my request to you. Because probably you may have attended the same topic before. Some of the questions you may be familiar to you. That may decrease your interest in the class. So you may start chatting with your classmates. I would definitely request you to avoid doing that till the end of the session. And during the question and answer session, you're welcome to again interact with us and among yourselves. Can you promise me to do that? Because otherwise that is distracting to the new learners and it's not fair to them, right? Those who just joined today just for the masterclass, right? Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to talk only grammar related stuff for the next, let's say around 45 minutes. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. So even if the topic is a repeated one, you could always revise something or learn something new, right? Okay, so let's start. So this is me, and as Ume already told you, I have actually, this is now 8+. It has to be updated. So I've been like 8 years old in this SAT journey. Now I want to know, so this is what I'm doing now. What are you people doing now? How are you spending your time? What's up? How are you spending your time? Hi, Mamta. Are you new to this class? You're studying, Ashmita. You're always studying. Take a break. Start dying. Okay, that's a good fun. Okay, you're just studying. Are you not relaxing, guys? Are you doing anything to relax? Playing any games? No time? I think you should spare some time for games, sports, a walk, or reading a book. I think we've already discussed all these things in our previous classes. Hi, Palak. Hi, Guransh. Hi, Taufiq. I can see a lot of new names. Welcome to our masterclass. We are really delighted to have you all with us. Judo and dance. Wow. Great. Now, Have you heard of this game? It's okay. Have you heard of treasure hunt? What do we do on a treasure hunt? Yeah, what do we do on a treasure hunt? I want an answer. What do we do on a treasure hunt? Yes, you bid on a treasure hunt. You hunt for treasure, right? Okay. What does this look like? What can you see on my screen? Yeah, we have to look for something. Can you see some treasure here? Yes. Yeah, gold, right? And it's a what of gold? It's a dash of gold. What is it? It's a dash of gold. What is it? Can you give me the word? What is it? A gold bangle? No, right? It's a pile of gold. Okay, good try. What else could it be? Any other word? Bulk of gold? Okay, I'm giving you the word. It's a nugget of gold. So what's a nugget? You must have heard of nuggets that you eat, right? What nuggets do you eat, guys, girls? What nuggets do you eat? Chicken nuggets. So a nugget is something of a particular shape, like a defined quantity. So you can talk about nuggets of meat and nuggets of gold. Mamta, I'm Lalita Manjunath. I think you missed the introduction. So I'm Lalita Manjunath. And I'm really happy to have you here, Mamta. Okay, let's continue. So nuggets can also be nuggets of what? Nuggets of information. So today we are going to go on a treasure hunt. Well, we're going to get something which is worth its weight in gold probably, but they're not really gold. We're going to get some nuggets of information. Okay, so what are these nuggets of information that we are going to look for today? So we're going to find a treasure. The nuggets of information are the tips and strategies and rules that we're going to use for our SAT prep. So what are we going to do? We're going to do three things. First, we are going to collect the tools for the treasure hunt. Then we are going to try using these tools on SAT questions, and our understanding of these SAT questions and our confidence, which grows when we get these answers right, those are going to be our nuggets. And of course, we will have some surprise nuggets at the end, as Ashmita always keeps asking. So we always have these surprise nuggets. Okay. The class time, Mamta, it's at 6:15 we log in, and the class proper starts at 6:30. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start collecting tools now. What do you students think are the tools we need to do these SAT questions? Yeah. What are the tools you think we need to do these SAT questions? Very happy to see newcomers, want lots of answers from you. Yeah, we'll answer all general questions, Mamta. Just wait, hang on for 40 minutes. Vocabulary, you need to do SAT questions. Yes, you're right. Hi, Srishti. No problem, we're just starting. We need grammar, okay? So yes, you are right. We need grammar, vocabulary, and something else somebody said, right? Yeah, calmness, phrases, all kind of things related to English. And we need some rules, right? Some grammar rules. We need good knowledge and understanding of these grammar rules. So we are going to go into these grammar rules today. And grammar rules is hard work, right? I mean, it may not be hard work, but it is focused work. So just like when you're looking for treasure, you have to focus. You saw that man with the magnifying glass, right? Or whatever it is called, prospecting tool. So in the same way, you have to keep your attention focused on the topic at hand. Don't get distracted. All general queries we are ready to answer from 7:15 to 7:30 is question time. It's your time, okay? Okay, so now look at this sentence here. Preparing for SAT reading and writing and language sections. That's what we do in these classes. Is fun or are fun? What do you think? Is or are? Okay, I have two answers. No, fun is fun. I want to know whether it's is fun or are fun. Okay, I got two answers, some more answers. Okay, is fun. So you're all saying is fun. Now I have another question. Listen carefully. What is fun, students? What is the subject of this word is? What is fun? Dhruvi feels it is are, okay. But most of you feel it is, and is right. What is fun? Writing is fun. Why not reading them? My question is, you said preparing for the SAT reading and writing and language sections is fun. Yes. What is fun? My question is, what is fun? What do you find interesting? Prep or preparing? So students, this is the subject of the verb is. So what is my topic today? Can you guess? What's my topic today? Verbs. Okay, not bad at all. Very close. My topic is subject-verb agreement. Great. Yes, very good guess, all of you. Now, you may think let's just jump into subject-verb agreement. Let's learn the rules. But before that, you have to get the tools polished. You have to keep the tools ready, right? So we have to know what are these subjects, what are these verbs, how to identify them, and then go to the rules, right? So that's what we are going to do now. All questions relating to subjects and verbs are welcome. All general questions, my request to you to postpone them, right? Now, what's a verb? You must have been taught at school, right? So can you give me some examples of verbs? Type them in the chat box quickly, students. Type in some examples of verbs. I want fast answers. Eat, run, play. Okay, great. Iron, okay. Doing, reading, play, watch. Great. Now you're all giving me action verbs. Yeah, perfect, Tawfiq. But there are other verbs which don't look like eating, running, writing. What are those verbs? Can you give me some examples of those? Now, in the previous sentence, what was the verb? What did I write as the verb here? Is, are, yes. So these are also verbs. Is, are, was, were, am, okay? So there are many kinds of verbs. There are basically 3 kinds of verbs. But anyway, you seem to have understood them. Okay, great. So a verb is a verb which shows action or a state of existence. Rotate, okay, nice, Pala. Had, great. Now, what is a subject? What was the subject of that sentence? Preparing for the SAT is fun. Preparing was the subject, right? Now, the subject of a sentence is whatever is performing the action, okay? Or whatever is being something, like preparing is fun, okay? That is the do, okay, the doer of the action. Very nice, Tawfiq, good. Okay, you got an idea about what is a subject, what is a verb. And subject-verb agreement is tested on the SAT. Now here, the word is tested. The words is tested. They are the verbs. It is a passive sentence. What is the subject? What is tested on the SAT? What is the subject of this sentence? In this sentence, is tested is the verb. What is the subject? What is tested on the SAT? Subject-verb agreement. So this is the subject and these are the verbs. Okay, so by mastering subject-verb agreement, can we improve your SAT score? What do you think? Can you improve your SAT score? Of course you can, yes. So let's go ahead and do it. So first, let me give you a short idea, like a brief idea about what is subject-verb agreement. So subject-verb agreement says the subject and the verb, they should be friends. They should agree with each other. I don't know whether you think that friends should always agree with each other. Do you think so? Do you think friends should always agree with each other? Not necessary. I agree. But subject and verb should agree with each other. Okay. The subject and the verb should agree with each other. Okay. What does that mean? They should agree in number. So the rule is singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Okay. Singular subject, singular verb, and plural subject, plural verb. Now, what is the meaning of singular subject? Let's take an example. Give me one example of some noun. Any noun? Any noun? He is a pronoun, okay. Any noun, please? Boy, okay. What is the plural of boy? Quick. Plural of boy is boys. So most plural nouns or many plural nouns end in S. Okay. Now, what is a verb here? Now, I want here, I'm asking you third person singular verbs end in S. I've written here. Now, if I say the boy likes sweets, should I put like or likes? Yeah, the boy likes sweets. boys like sweets, right? So for boy, it'll be like sweets, and boys like sweets and boy like sweets. So third person singular. What do I mean by third person singular? He, she, or anything relating to a thing. It could be an animal or a thing. Okay, all persons, places, and things, all of them which are singular. This is third person singular. Fine. So now let's see if you can fill in this. What will be the word which comes into this blank? I like this class. My friend. I like this class. My friend likes this class too. That's what I meant by saying third person singular. Verbs end with S. So I'm adding an S here. Okay. So now we are going on to subject verb agreement. What do I need to know to do these questions correctly? The most important thing is to find the subject of the verb. Now listen very carefully. I'm giving you an important tip which is really going to help you. To find the subject of the verb, what should I ask? Who or what is doing the action? Like one of you mentioned, no, it's the doer of the action. So let's try this on a sentence. What is the verb in this sentence, students? Quick. What's the verb in this sentence? Baked. Wonderful. What tense is this? What tense is this sentence in? It's in the past tense. Now, how will I find the subject? Ask yourself, who baked the cake? Who baked the cake? What is the subject of this sentence? Who baked the cake? Rita. So Rita is the subject of my sentence. That was easy. Okay. So let's try one more sentence. Okay. The verbs, I've given you two choices here, but I have lives or live. I want to find the subject. We're going to learn how to find the subject. You need English, Mamta, to do the SAT. And if I teach you in Hindi, you will not learn much for the SAT. Okay. So lives and live, either of these is the verb. What is the subject of these verbs? Either of these verbs. Ask the question, who or what is performing the action? Yeah. So who or what is performing the action of live or lives? I can see one answer. Can I see some more answers, please? Two sportsmen, not neighborhood. Okay, two sportsmen, singular or plural? Quick. Singular or plural? Sportsman is plural, right? So, do I need lives or live? Great, I need live because for plural subjects, I need a plural verb which doesn't have an S. Plural nouns have S, plural verbs don't have S. So two famous sportsmen live in the neighborhood. But see, in English, we don't write it like that. You can also write it this way. In the neighborhood live two famous sportsmen. So many students think neighborhood is the subject. To avoid such confusions on the SAT, what will you ask yourself? Who or what is performing the action? So if you ask who lives in the neighborhood or who lives, you will get two famous sportsmen. Yes, Yash, very good. Simple present tense. Perfect. Very good. It is important, like as Yash pointed out, the tense is also important. So whenever verbs are tested on the SAT, two things could be tested. It could be the tense or subject verb agreement. And today, as you are aware, we are doing subject verb agreement. Okay. So now we have a quiz. A quiz is again to prepare you for the SAT questions. Okay, Siddhi is saying, yay, great. Okay, so let's go ahead with the quiz. We have to identify the subject. Ma'am, we just did it. So let's do another round of identifying the subject, shall we? Shall we? So don't say, yes, we want to go to the SAT questions. If you do the foundation work or the tool cleaning, tool preparation, tool collection, well, then you can do the SAT questions in a much more accurate manner. Okay, now identify the subject of this sentence. Quick. We're going to go very fast. Foundation is necessary. Absolutely, Tawfiq. List or items? I'm getting two answers. Is it the list or is it items? List is the subject. So what is the verb then? Is or are? Is it is or are? List is singular or plural? It is. Why is it not items? Now, the list of items. List is a collective noun, and collective nouns, when they are used without an S, they are singular. It just represents a list of items, but it is considered as one entity. Yes. Of course, if I add lists, then it becomes plural. So no confusion there. So list of items is singular. The list is the subject. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Each of the members are or is an expert. Quick. What is the subject of this sentence? I have one answer. Subject. Members or each? This is your doubt, right? Some people feel it is members. Some people feel it is each. Okay, so I will dispel your confusion. Each is the subject. And each, listen now carefully. When it is singular, this is always singular. So my verb is. So each is an indefinite pronoun. And there are many other words like each which are always singular. What are these words? Why each? Because each is an indefinite pronoun and these are always considered as singular. Members comes after the preposition. The preposition is the word of. Okay. So what comes after the of is not the subject of the verb. Okay. It is not the subject of the verb. Most of the time, there are exceptions. Okay. So now I want you to listen carefully. Everything, every, something are singular. I put the whole list here. You can take a screenshot after I put all the questions here. All the words in this green box are always singular. Okay. Everything which ends, all these words which end with one, thing or body, all these are always singular. Apart from these words, each and one, sorry, all these words are always singular. Got it? So I'll have only is here. I cannot have are. So for these questions, don't go by how something sounds. Okay. Okay, next question. Those who have already attended these classes and are familiar, keep your answers to yourselves for some time. You can answer after the others answered if you want to revise your concepts. Okay. Thinking of my holidays makes me happy or make me happy? Utkarsh, it's you. Okay. Makes, I'm getting makes. Everyone is saying makes. Okay. But my question is identify the subject. What is the subject of makes? What makes you happy? Okay. Some people feel it is make. Holidays. Now, if I have holidays, if holidays is the subject, what will I put? Holidays make me happy or makes me happy? If holidays were the subject, holidays make me happy, right? But here, what is the subject of this sentence? The answer is makes. Okay, that is the verb. Thinking of my holidays. Thinking of my holidays is different from holidays as the subject. Okay, so here the subject is thinking. And thinking, what part of speech is it in this sentence? Hi, what part of speech is thinking in this sentence? Can a verb be a subject? Wonderful question, Siddhi. It is not a verb in this sentence. Wonderful question. Here, thinking is not a verb. Whenever thinking appears, thinking or any verb ing appears in a sentence, if it is a verb, it will have a is, am, are, was, some helping verb. I am thinking. If I have this word thinking without a helping verb, it is not a verb in the sentence. It is a gerund, Pauri. Very good. Excellent. So it's a gerund. What's the meaning of a gerund? A gerund is a verb plus ing word which acts like a noun. Okay. It looks like a verb and acts like a noun. Like many people, they look like something and act like something else, right? So these are called gerunds and they are always singular. I cannot say swimming are my hobby. Swimmings are my hobby. Okay, swimming is my hobby. Okay, one more question, one more quick question, and then we'll go on to the next quiz. What is the subject of this sentence? Quick. What's the subject of this sentence? Examples. Are is the subject? No. Are is the verb, Shivam. Examples there. No, you may get confused. Is it there or is it examples? Again, students, there are so many exceptions in English. Usually the subject comes before the verb, but in this sentence, the subject comes after the verb. Many other examples are there to support my point. Okay, so I have put the subject after the verb, and this is a very common construction in English, right? There are many students. Here is my essay. So we have many sentences which start with there or here or even it. So here, there many other examples, sorry, are there to support my point. So this is my subject. Is it singular or plural? Quick. Examples, singular or plural? Fast, plural. So what verb do I need? Is or are? Do I need is or are? I need are. So examples. Okay. So did you get anything to take away from this quiz? Did you learn anything during this quiz? Okay. So you can take a screenshot of this and yes. And now before I go to the next quiz.
Yes. So everyone, I'm pretty sure you're learning and I will not interrupt this learning. It's just that I've launched a poll and it's really important that you give us your feedback, you give us your answers, that we understand what you need better. Yes. It'll be great if all of you can just like take 3 seconds.
Yes, this poll is as important to us as this class is important to you because these classes are conducted for you, right?
Absolutely.
Specially designed for you. Thank you, those who have done it. Thank you so much.
And it's only going to take 3 seconds. And I'm going to wait till every one of you answers. Otherwise, we are not going to proceed. We're not going to continue with your verbs. Yes, Ashmita, 0.3 seconds. I can already see the answers coming in. Quickly, guys, just going to take 3 seconds.
I will have to be quick. I have a lot more to do.
Exactly. So if you don't want to miss out on all of that, then we suggest that you give us the poll quickly. All right, only 8 people are left. Whoever those 8 are, you're holding up the entire class for us, guys.
Please participate in the. Oh, Kushi Lakshmi is introducing Umme to the class. Very nice. Thank you, Kushi.
Shivam, my name is Umme Amin. So yeah.
Yeah, we want 8 or more of you to complete this poll, please.
Okay, 3 seconds more and then I'll let you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All those questions will be answered in the last 10 minutes, Shivam. Okay.
All right. Now we can continue with the class. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's continue where we left off. Very, very important. So this is a plural subject, as I already told you. Now we are going to do this super fast, guys. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do these 5 questions. Not 30, 20 seconds, because you just have to choose the answer. 20 seconds, your time starts now. After you do these 5 questions, I'm going to discuss them. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time over. Let's quickly discuss these questions. Then we have to go on to the SAT questions. Now, choose the correct verb. So we're not going to read the sentence because you can all read it. Obviously, it's in front of you. So do I want excites or excite? Excite. Okay, I got one answer. I'll wait for 3 correct answers. Then I will declare the answer excite. Okay. What is the subject? What is the subject? Singular or plural? What's the subject of this? Films. And films is plural. Great. Good job. Okay, let's go to the second question. Her jewelry, in addition to her Pokemon cards, was stolen or was stolen by the robber? Second question. Was, were. I've got 2 answers. I've got more answers. Lots of answers coming in. Great, great job. And the answer is was. Okay. Why is it was? What is the subject of this sentence? Jewelry. Yes. And why can't I think of them? And why don't I consider her poor Pokemon cards? They were also precious to her. She's been keeping them for years as a memorabilia, in addition to. Now I'm going to give you a small tip, students. Jewelry is A. Pokemon cards are B. A in addition to B. When I have this, consider only A. If A is singular, then my verb will be singular. If A is plural, my verb will be plural. Okay. And if I have A and B, then it's always going to be plural. A and B is always plural. A in addition to B will be A. If A is singular, then the verb is singular. Okay. This is not a class, Shambhavi. This is a master class. And whoever joins, we have varying strengths. And about our regular classes, we are waiting to answer your questions. Just wait for a few more minutes. Okay. So let's go on to the third question very quickly. Those who've already seen these questions will have to control your urge to answer, please. Third question. What is the, choose the correct verb. Yeah. Was or were? Third question. No, I haven't even given you a choice of smell or smells. I've given you a choice of was or were. Okay, I can see some answers. Was. Okay. What is the subject of this was? What is the subject of this was? Okay, was is the answer. I'm giving you the answer. What is the subject? No, it is not a stench. See, these things where one could smell the stench of rotten eggs is between two commas. It's extra information. For now, you can completely ignore this part. A pack, wonderful. Who gave that answer? Wonderful. Samara and Siddhi, all of you, wonderful. A pack is the subject. A pack, singular or plural? Pack of young children, but I'm not going to bother about the children right now, however cute they are, because it comes after the word of. So it is singular. So I need was. Okay. So this sentence, Vaibhav, just discuss these a little later, my request to you. Okay. So here beside the bins was a pack of young children. This was a tough one, wasn't it? Let's do the fourth one quickly. Fourth one. And fifth one is homework. Fourth one, smell. I'm getting smells. Any more answers? Smells. Okay, majority. No, I'm getting 2 or 3 smell, but the majority are saying smells, which is right. What is the subject of smells? Quick. What's the subject of smells? Bouquet. And it is singular. Wonderful. Why can't I consider flowers? Can anyone give me the answer quick? I know it'll take time to type, but still. Why can't flowers be considered when I decide the verb? Because the word flowers. Why is flowers not the subject? Okay, bouquet is a collective noun, but why is flowers? Why am I not considering flowers as the subject here? Because it comes after the word of, which is a preposition. After of, most of the time, the word coming after of does not decide the subject. So a bouquet of flowers smells sweet. Please, again, I'm repeating, don't go by year. Okay. Let's, Vaibhav, just ignore him for some time. Let's continue with our SAT questions. Okay, now number 5 is homework. Take a screenshot quickly, and I'm going to smile for the screenshot. Tell me if you've taken the screenshot. Done? Put done. Yes, done. Okay, great. Okay, now I'm going on to questions. Now you have to focus, students. No talking about names and duplicate names. Okay, we are going to questions. Now, this is a question from the writing and language section. As you probably are aware, the writing and language section has a passage, has 4 passages. And here I have pasted an excerpt from a passage. It has an underlined part and you have answer choices on the right. If you feel the underlined part is right, what will you do? Yeah. If you feel the underlined part is right, you will choose A. If you feel, no, I don't like it, I want to change it to B, C, or D, then you will choose whatever you feel is right. What is the first step? I can't understand what you want us to post. Can we just continue with this question? Yes. So first is to read this underlined sentence. That is the first step. As a result, organic material that is sent to landfills contribute to the release of methane, a very potent greenhouse gas. So I can see an underlined part. What part of speech is this underlined part? What part of speech is it? It's a verb. Okay. Now, when you compare the answer choices, what is changing in the answer choices? What's changing in the answer choices? Yeah, I can say the tense is changing and I can also see contribute, contributes. Okay. So what is the question testing? It's also testing. Maybe subject verb agreement. Okay. Now since you've identified tense, what tense do I need here? What tense do I need in this past paragraph? What tense is this paragraph in? Present tense. Okay. So what can I eliminate here? What answer choice can I eliminate? What can I eliminate? Quick. No, C is also present tense. What can I eliminate for tense reasons? Okay, have contributed. What tense is this? Present perfect tense. Okay, now I have are contributing, contribute and contributes. So obviously when I have contribute and contributes, it's testing something we are learning right now. What is it testing? The question is testing subject verb agreement. Whenever I see this contribute, contributes, verb plus S, verb without an S, you should definitely check whether the question is testing subject verb agreement. Okay, so when I see an underlined verb, what is the subject of this verb? We did so much practice now. Now tell me the subject of the verb contribute. Quick. Type in your answers. I'm waiting. Organic materials or materialia. Okay. Is it organic material or landfills? It's organic material. It is not landfills. Singular or plural organic material? Quick. Singular or plural? Singular. So I need a singular verb. So what can I eliminate now? Quick. What are the answers? I need a singular verb. So what can I eliminate? I can eliminate B because it has R. And I can eliminate A because contribute without an S is a plural verb. So the right answer is C. Now, students, you observe that two aspects of tense are being tested in this question. One is tense, the other is subject-verb agreement. So many times both these are tested in combination. Sometimes they are tested separately also. So did you all understand how C is the answer for this question? Yes? Can I go on to the next question? You all did this pretty fast. Very good. Maybe the practice helped. The quizzes helped you maybe. Okay, great. So let's go to the next question. I'm going to read now. That's the first step. Any New York City construction project using municipal funds are required to consider whether historical artifacts will be affected during construction and etc., etc., etc. What's changing in the answer choices? Quick. What's changing in the answer choices? What is the underlined word? What part of speech is it? What's changing in the answer choices? Verbs are changing. Great. Okay. Now, what tense do I need here? Or what tense do I need here? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, there are. Yes, of course. I can see tense is changing, right? Were, are, is. So what can I eliminate here? What tense can I eliminate here? Quick. Which answer choice can I eliminate, students? Okay. Okay, have been. What tenses have been? Present perfect. One more I can eliminate quickly. D. Why is D wrong, Kushi Lakshmi? And Siddhi and all the others. What's wrong with D? Past tense. Okay, now I have are and is. What do I need? What is the subject of this verb are? Quick. Great, great, Siddhi. Very good. What is the subject of this verb are? What is the subject? No, what is the subject? Not only any. Any is not the only word here. It's acting like a kind of adjective here. So what is the noun here? Yeah, construction project. All these are extra determiners we are using here. So here project. Project is singular or plural? Singular. So what do I need? Is or are? What can I eliminate? I can eliminate are and my answer is C. So you all were really fast. I don't know if you're so fast on the SAT practice test. Wonderful students. So again, you saw that this question was testing two things. What were they? What were they? What concepts, what aspects of verbs was this question testing? Two aspects. One was subject verb. Kushi Lakshmi, very good. Good summary. Okay, now here, first I have to read the sentence. I'm going to read it because you all can't read it aloud. Okay, The most common forms of professional development provided to employees includes coaching, mentoring, technical assistant, and workshops. They are called number. I mean, they're called number. Okay, don't look at the answer. We are not going to jump to answers because we could make mistakes, and SAT has trap answers. So let's quickly find out what the question is testing. It has various forms of verbs, right? Okay. What can I eliminate? Includes. What includes coaching, mentoring? What is the subject of this verb? What's the subject of this verb? What's the subject of includes? What includes coaching, mentoring, etc.? Employees? No, it is not. The most common forms of professional development. So forms. Forms is singular or plural? Form singular or plural? Quick. Plural. So what can I eliminate, students, here? What can I eliminate for question 19? I can eliminate A because it says includes, which is a singular verb. It has S. What else can I eliminate? I can eliminate D because it is the wrong tense. I can eliminate C because it is not even a proper form of the verb. When I have ing form, I need a helping verb, is including, are including. So this is wrong. So what's my answer? Answer is B, because the most common forms is plural. The most common forms of something include A, B, C, and D. Got it? So you should get your answers right in the same way as you're doing now in these mock sessions. Okay, that's very important. You should be able to replicate the same performance. You should be able to do it on the SAT. Okay, let's go to one more question. Has scored on the GRE, for example, students intending to study philosophy in graduate school has scored higher than students in all but 4 other majors. Okay, has scored is underlined, and you have here what's changing in these answer choices. When you compare answer choices, what do you see changing here? Tense, okay. So what? And number, great. Okay, what can I eliminate? I have to ask, what is the subject of this verb? Who or what has scored higher than students in all but 4 majors? What is the subject? Don't tell me A, B, C, D. No. Students. Yes. So students is singular or plural? Students is singular or plural? Plural. So what can I eliminate? Tell me what I can eliminate now. Yes, plural is perfect. Perfect answer. What can I eliminate here? All the singular options can be eliminated. A is singular. Why is A singular? Has is singular. Scores is singular. I told you, no, singular verbs have S, plural nouns have S. Remember that rule. Okay, so A and C are gone. Scoring, I told you, whenever I have the ing form of the verb, I need is scoring, are scoring, am scoring, was scoring. I need a helping verb. So this is not acceptable. So my answer to question 40 is B. Yes, it is not only the wrong tense, it is also the wrong structure. Whenever I have verb ing, for example, I am teaching, you are listening, you are attending. You can't say I teaching, you attending, right? So the form is also wrong. Got it, Kushi? So the answer is B. Super fast we are today. So I think we can take one more question. We'll take one more question. And if you do this fast, maybe one more too. Okay, wait, don't give me the answer yet. Let's go step by step. Let's follow the strategy so that we don't make mistakes. So what should I do first? Read. The success of these businesses highlight that paying workers well can be a profitable strategy for retailers. Okay, sounds perfect to me. What's changing in the answer choices? What's changing in the answer choices? Number and tense of the verb. Okay. Now, I told you when I see the verb underlined, yeah, I have to check the tense. I should also check the subject. What is the subject of this sentence? Okay, some of you feel it is success. Do all of you think it is success? Businesses is always another choice, but which do you think is correct? Success or businesses? Remember the rule I told you about preposition? Yeah. So what is the subject here? Success or businesses? No, let's not bring in retailers here. Retailers is not the subject here. It is the object of the preposition. Success, because these businesses is coming after the word of, which is a preposition. So this is the object of the preposition. I'm not going to consider it when I decide whether it is highlight or highlights or anything else. Success is singular or plural? Success, singular or plural? Singular. It's an abstract noun. Nouns which we can't touch, feel, and they are always singular. So success is singular. Okay. So what can I eliminate here? Success is singular. What can I eliminate here? I can eliminate A, because highlight without an S is a plural verb. What else can I eliminate? Which else is plural? B is also plural. Why? Because the word have is plural. If I have a singular subject, he has highlighted, they have highlighted. Okay. So singular, I have to put has, and for plural have, and I need a singular form here. So I'm eliminating B. Would highlight or highlights? Would highlight is not correct here, because the rest of these are talking about something which is happening now, and it can be a profitable strategy. So would highlight is not right. The answer is highlights. So again, this is from an actual SAT test from the April 2018 question paper itself. So are you now a little confident that you can do these questions well on the SAT? What do you think, guys? All the subject verb questions you can ace? And if you have a few more doubts or questions, what you can do is, of course, you can join us at Leap Scholars SAT Plus course. So let's try one last question, and this is going to be really fast. The article goes on to suggest that the most valuable resources provided by co-working spaces are actually the people whom use them. What's changing here? Two things are changing. Number and the number of the verb, and the pronoun whom, or relative pronoun who or whom is changing. These are called relative pronouns. These are changing and uses are changing. What do I need here? What is the word whom referring to here? Wrongly or rightly used? It's talking about people. Perfect. Now, people is singular or plural? People is plural. So what can I eliminate here? What answer choices can I eliminate here? I can eliminate B and C. Wonderful work, students. Great, great. Give yourselves a big hand. Okay, between A and D, do I want people who use or people whom use? People whom use is wrong, because I want a subject pronoun. I want the word people is a subject of the verb use here. The people who use. I don't want whom here. Whom is an object pronoun here. So I do not want. Anyway, whom is gone, right? No, A and B have whom. So my answer is D. So this is a slightly tougher question than the ones you saw so far. But did you understand how we did this? Yes. Who use? People who use. People is the subject of use here. This one is a little confusing, but you understood the difference between uses and use. You understood the subject of this relative pronoun, people, yes. And then people whom use will never come. Okay. Whom is used whenever you get him or them, you can answer like that. We've done pronouns, or you can wait or attend one of our pronoun classes, or better still, you can join Leap Scholars SAT Plus course. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? What do you think, Umme? Ume, are you there? Do you think you can join Leap Scholars SAT Plus course, students? Then you'll get an answer to all your questions.
Ma'am, am I audible right now?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
So Siddhi has a question. Who's going to give us all that money for the course? It's not all that money, right, Umi? You have muted yourself. You muted yourself.
Sorry, ma'am. Siddhi, our course is extremely inexpensive, and that is a guarantee we are ready to take if you compare other courses in the market for the same. Okay, so quickly, before we move on to why Leap Scholar, I actually want to launch another poll for all of you to rate this session, right? Did you not learn amazing tips from Lalita ma'am? I think you learned a lot today. I think I was seeing all the interaction. Everyone was just so excited with the answers and stuff. So I would want all of you to please go ahead and give us this poll as well. Again, it's going to take only 3 seconds, guys. Meanwhile, when you all are giving the poll, I'll come back to the poll again, but I am not seeing everyone's answer. I hope you all give us the poll. Yeah, now I'm seeing more answers. Okay, so why exactly Leap Scholar? Why do we think, or the reasons we can give you? So the first reason that we can give is experienced guidance. That is certainly very, very important, right? Experienced and certified trainers who are going to, help you throughout where to improve and how to improve, right? So all of you can sit and, self-study and be like, okay, this is where my strengths lie. This is where my weaknesses lie. What are you going to do about those weaknesses? Right? You will need a guided path to how you have to improve on those weaknesses, and that can be provided by our professors. We have very authentic content. So coming to the next part of it is that our content is very representative towards us. Whatever we provide you is very specifically curated. I think that is also one thing that we are very, very proud of at Leap. And coming to the batch details, right? So we have 2 batches. First is the weekday batch that starts on April 14th, which is in 2 days, guys. So hurry up, register now. If today's class was any glimpse of what exactly we can provide you, I'm pretty sure I don't need to convince you anymore. And we have also the weekend batch. So to everyone who feels that the weekday batch is going to be a little too hectic after the school, you can join our weekend batches. That's starting on April 16th, again, in just 4 days. So you have both options. Now coming to the course details, before we get to the question. So we provide a total course duration of 70 hours, and each duration of the course is 25 live sessions for the weekday and 15 live sessions for the weekend, with 1.5 hours and 2 hours respectively, with again representative content and additional study handouts. So you're going to have 10,000 questions waiting for you all to practice before you actually go on and attempt your SAT, with Kaplan SAT prep guide on your doorstep. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to buy it. It's going to be home delivered to you. And unlimited doubt solving and full coverage of English and math. So ma'am was ma'am asked you doubts, or ma'am was asking you questions. You all had doubts, she solved it then and there. That's going to be multiplied by 10 when you come to our classes, because we are going to help you through it through basics as well, with 30 plus full length mock tests. What better way to prepare for your attempt than actually, experiencing how a mock test is going to feel like in real life, correct? And it's not mentioned here, but I would like to mention it. So we have 4 of the mock tests live proctored. Basically what it means is that our faculty is going to be there with you when you actually solve your mock test for the first 4 sessions. So it helps you through it with detailed feedback, obviously. So detailed feedback is something we really stress on. It's one-on-one, it's personalized, it's detailed for you and specific for you. So I think that sums up our course and what we provide, and we can come to the questions. I already see a lot of you typing a lot.
I'm very happy to say something. Can I interrupt? Shivam has finally said we take the test, not give it. That is such a great point, Shivam. Most Indians say giving a test. That is something which has come up recently, this usage. We don't give a test. We take the SAT test or any test. Okay. Oh, I'm very, very happy. Good, Shivam.
And thank you, Shivam, for correcting me. I'm going to make sure I don't make this mistake again.
No, I think he was talking about someone else who was talking. They were discussing. It was not correcting you.
I said, all right. But
thank you. Anyway. Students. Oh. And they're all discussing the essay. I think we've clarified many times that the essay is not there anymore. You can't take it anymore. Okay.
Yes. So essay is not continued in SATs anymore. So I think that sums it up. Any other questions you all have? And also, again, Ashmita, Vaibhav, others as well. I'm not trying to take names, but it would be really helpful if you all can have this conversation, after the class is over. This is where, we would like to answer the questions and doubts of
They're
all
important.
of the people who are, coming to the first time. Essay is
Especially because
optional.
we have new students. We have some new
Right.
entrants today.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shrishti, yes, essay is it's not optional, it's just discontinued now.
Yes.
So yeah, and the one thing that people confuse it with is SAT essay is discontinued, but some colleges want you to write essays for them to help them understand you better. That's called an SOP. So please don't confuse that essay with college essays. Any books you recommend for SAT? Siddhi, I'll
Siddhi,
recommend
yeah.
two things. First
Okay.
is Leap Scholar SAT course, and second I would recommend is, I think, Kaplan. Again, that's something we are already providing. So yeah.
You can also use the college board tests for practice, but I think it's better you use them under guidance instead of wasting them for practice, because if you use them for timed test taking, that would be more beneficial. Okay.
Absolutely.
Khan Academy will give you a good foundation. You can use Khan Academy. Yeah, wow, you put up the details here. Please make a note of these details, students.
Absolutely. So everyone who is willing to join our courses or interested, you can speak to our team on the contact details mentioned, or you can email us and we'll get back to you. Meanwhile, if you are interested in joining right away, you can type it in the chat box and I'll take a note of your name and my team will contact you. Okay. Any other questions?
They have other questions, which are not
Any other questions related to SAT? I should be more specific about asking this. Any other questions means like, what's the meaning of the name?
I think from the next masterclass, you can introduce yourself. My name is Umme. This is what my name means.
I'm very interested in that. Shivam, what does Umme mean? So basically, my name is from the Arabic origin, and Umme means mother, but my entire name is Umme Emin, so it basically means mother of the blessed. So I guess I finally answered that question. Okay, any other SAT related question, guys? Any other admission, academics? Which SAT?
You can start preparing from the 9th standard. I think that's a good time to start.
Tara, the earlier you start preparing and the earlier you get done with it, the more advantage you will have. Because in 11th, 12th, first, so you'll have to focus on your boards. And second of all, you have to also focus on extracurriculars, right? If you're aiming for higher universities in the ranking. So we would suggest start from 9th, give it by 10, so you're done with it already before high school. So it helps. And SAT scores are valid for 5 years, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So the SAT is around the corner. Are you aware of that, Umme?
Yes, I am.
It is on May 7th. Am I right, students? Just confirm yes or no. We can discuss names later, students. I know it's a lot of fun, but yeah, please, quick.
Yes, so SAT.
When is your SAT?
Yes.
When is the next SAT, which many of you are, I think, anyone here going to take the May SAT? Yeah, yes, there is an SAT in May. So do you know what to expect when you go to the test? Are all of you sure? Assistance for undergrad admission, absolutely, we do.
Ma'am, I'll take up this question before we move on to surprise.
Of course.
Yes. So Shivam, of course, we provide assistance. We already have admission counseling in place. And we also, not only just with undergraduation admission, we can also help you through your visa interviews, through processes of applications, through SOPs and LORs. We help you with everything. So it's basically end-to-end product. We can help you throughout whatever you need, and whatever documents that, you'll need in place, we can help you sort them out as well. So I think that's one thing that Leap Scholar provides. That's the best in the market.
He didn't find it on our website. Maybe you could share the details again and they could contact us.
Shivam, what I can do is my team can contact you directly about this. So they can help you with further details. And if not, here are again the contact details. Just email us at this account and we'll get back to you with it.
That's great. Yeah. You asked, but no reply. Okay.
You'll
get a call.
Yeah. Tomorrow, first things first, we'll call you, Shivam. When you will provide counseling, when are we joining Leap Scholar? Khushi, Leap Plus course is different. It's for SAT. Admission counseling is completely different. So if you want to opt for admission counseling, we'll do that as well. But it's not under the same course. SAT
course teaches math and English. That's all.
Yes. So Khushi, if you're interested, let me know and my team can contact you.
Okay, so the surprise is more to prepare them for the SAT, and it's not a big surprise, but it's an important surprise today. So what to expect on test day? So what do you expect on test day? Do you think the proctor is going to be one kind, loving person who's going to say all the best students do well and greet you with a smile? What do you think? No, the proctor could just be sitting there with a stony face, may not be saying anything. He's just going to read the instructions from a manual. And those instructions are available online also. So you can read them. Yeah, you can also ignore it, Ashmita. We're not going to be bothered about that. We have something important to do. Let's do it. Okay,
Yes.
let's focus on what we are here for. And the proctor will tell you, now you can start. And he'll tell you time, he or she will tell you time is over. Now, what do you need to keep in mind? You cannot, what is the first section on the SAT? When you open the SAT test, what is the first section you see? Quick, I want an answer, quick. Reading, right? So when you're doing the reading section, well, it's very unlikely that you finish it early, the reading section. But if you do, you're not allowed to go to the next section till the 65 minutes and the 10-minute break is over. So you have to work only that section which is announced. Please remember that. If you turn the pages and go to the wrong section, you could be disqualified. Okay. So that's important. You cannot go back to the reading section after you start the writing section. If you remember, oh God, I think I didn't do that question. You can't go back. That 65 minutes, which is for reading section, is only for reading section. And after the break, you start the writing and language section. You can't go back and forth between sections. So very important to remember all this. The reason why we are telling you these things are, nowadays, lots of us practice online, right? Do you agree, Ume? We all practice online. We take an academy tests online. So many students are not aware of these things. They think they can go anywhere in the test because the booklet is given to us all at once. But no, each section has an allotted time. You can't go to a new section if you finish your section early. You have to sit and twiddle your thumbs. Okay. So don't skip sections and go to the next section. Then your score could be cancelled. You'll have a lot of explaining to do. So a lot of problems will arise. So please be a rule follower. Don't be a rule breaker on the SAT. Fine. After the test is finished, they'll take the test papers and only then you can leave the room. So things to remember are the time will be called by the proctor, but please carry your own watch. Don't expect the proctor to call. Some proctors may not say 5 minutes more or 10 minutes more. They are supposed to, but they may not. If they forget, there's not much you can do. So it's better if you keep track of your own time. There is going to be a clock in the room, but you never know where exactly it is. So you can carry your own watch, please. Okay. So some more small tips are, each student may have a different experience. Sometimes that could be, sometimes the SAT adds an experimental section. So don't try to look into other people's tests or worry about what's happening. Please focus on what you're doing. And again, do you know how many breaks are there on the SAT? Do we have breaks? Quick answer, yes or no? Yes, we have breaks. What are those breaks for? Can I use my cell phone in the break, during the break? Can I call my mother and say I did amazing on the reading section? No, we can't. There are 2 breaks. You're not allowed to use your cell phone. You can eat a chocolate or a wafer or something, and you can have whatever energy giving drink you want, and keep your ID and admission ticket all the time with you. Do not keep it in your bag or something like that. All the things that you're using should be obviously displayed on your desk. These are very small pointers, but important pointers. We thought we could remind you because the SAT is around the corner. Okay. So I hope you found some tips again from the surprise.
True. And one last thing that I would like to add is, I mean, of course, you'll be nervous, but do not be anxious. Do not have anxiety before your exams because you've prepared for it. All right. And it's just an exam. You're going to get through this.
What can we
I
leave
think
any
Tara is asking,
question?
what can we leave if we can leave any question?
Please listen very carefully. Please do not leave any questions. Bubble in an answer. Put in some alphabet for every question. Preferably, if you don't know any answer, put the same alphabet for all the questions that you're guessing. Like I don't know 10 questions. I'm going to put A's or B's or C's or D's. Guess with the same alphabet, you have a higher probability of being lucky. Do not leave any question because there is no negative marking. Do not leave any question. And please be aware of how many questions are there in each section. Don't bubble in after 52, 53, 54, or don't bubble in anything, any other, what do you call, bubbles. For example, the writing and language section has only 44 questions. So don't go on bubbling. Please bubble in answers relevant to the questions. Please count. Yeah, it is OMR.
It is an OMR, Shitara.
Yeah. And whatever you mark on the answer, your question paper, you may have marked the right answer on the question paper. You may have bubbled it wrong. Nobody's going to look at your question paper. All that you write on the question paper will be, it's just for your reference. The question paper will not be given to you. It will be taken away at the end of the test. You can't carry it home.
Please
However,
be careful, guys. And two things: reading the question and then writing your answer. I think that's the two things you have to be
important.
careful.
Bubbling is also important to many students in a hurry. They bubble one wrong, so everything goes wrong, and then they get a very different score from what they expect. We're talking from experience. Yeah,
Absolutely.
oh yes.
All right. So if there aren't any questions, we can end our session today. We'll wait for 1 more minute if there's a question, and then we'll end it. So guys, meanwhile, hope you all had an amazing session. Hope you're going to learn and hope you take it back with you. You know, it's not just for the sake of like, oh, 1 hour you didn't the class and then you forget about it. I really hope that you really, you know, take it further with you, imply it in your exam.
Yeah. And I hope you had some good takeaways, grammar takeaways from today's class. All the personal questions, of course, show that you're very interested, but we want you to focus on the SAT. That's why we are
First,
here.
you'll complete your SATs and then we can talk about whatever else.
Other questions you have. Yes. Yeah. So thank you today. I think many of them kept their personal questions to themselves, right? So today, very well-behaved audience. Thank you.
All right. So since there are no questions, thank you so much for attending and see you directly at ICT Plus course. That is what we'd hope for, but we also have Masterclass tomorrow. So see you there as well. And please take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a